As spring deepened in March, the 2025 World Conference on Cultural Industry opened in Chengdu. Centered around the theme Culture Leadership in Urban Vitality and Innovation, pioneers of culture and creativity, industry leaders, and city representatives from around the world gathered to explore innovative pathways in areas such as digital creative industries, intangible cultural heritage revitalization, and cultural IP development. Delegates from the UK have already joined this cultural dialogue. Let's hear their stories and connections with Chengdu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's an honour to be here at the World Conference on Cultural Industry.
I think we have a lot to learn from each other. We've been here in Chengdu for the last 2 days, and we have seen your focus on things like the Park City concept. Sheffield is the greenest city in the UK. We have 1/3 of our city in the Peak District, a national park. So I think in terms of the development of our environment, there are certainly things we can learn from each other. So we would love to work more with Chengdu to develop opportunities and business partnerships. But we have a big Chinese community now as a result of our relationship. So a lot of students will come and study at our universities, and therefore we have a big cultural cultural sector which is related to the Chinese students who come to our city. So we're very proud of that relationship and look forward to developing it further.
So the East Midlands is a region in the centre of the UK that is known for its cultural innovation. It's a region of natural beauty where we have the Peak District right on our doorstep, as well as the historic Sherwood Forest, home to Robin Hood. So many of the stories that you will have seen over the years about Robin Hood, they all come from our region. This is my first visit to China, yes, so it's been wonderful to spend some time here in Chengdu. So this morning we saw some of the high-tech innovation that you have here in the city. We visited various different businesses that are creating animation and using AI, and it's just incredible to see how advanced it is. There's a lot that we have to learn from you.
So Greater Manchester is home of the Industrial Revolution. We have a lot of experience of engaging with nations around the world, and our relationship with China is really important and goes back a long, long way. In my city, the city of Salford, we host every single year the largest Chinese Dragon Boat Festival in the entirety of Europe. Specifically here in Chengdu, the city of Salford, the city I represent, has had a cooperative friendship agreement with this city since 1996, so for a long time. But one thing I've been struck by since being here in Chengdu is the absolute importance of changing industries and changing sectors, and the importance of things like augmented reality, virtual reality, gaming, big data analytics, and I think there's huge cooperation in those sectors of the economy moving forward. I've been really struck by the importance of physical activity and also how you think about placemaking and the structural environment to encourage and engender physical activity and active lifestyles, bringing people together but also living healthy lifestyles. Health and well-being seems to sit at the heart of the city of Chengdu. And for me, this is a journey Greater Manchester are also embracing, with my city having miles and miles of cycling and walking infrastructure, much of it off-road, so not connected to the roadway.
In Bristol and the southwest, we have a strong animation and media and creative sector. So we create a lot of BBC natural history programs, and we also produce the very, very famous, you will know this, Shaun the Sheep. There is opportunities for us to collaborate between Chengdu and Bristol in the southwest. And the other strength we have in the southwest of England is we have a strong automotive, aerospace, advanced manufacturing sector. So Concorde was designed and built in Bristol. So I also see some collaboration with the harder industries here in Chengdu, especially after visiting the hydrogen centre here in Chengdu. So there are definitely some parallels in industry collaboration between advanced manufacturing in Bristol in the west of England and also Chengdu.
Our music is interesting because obviously the Beatles are famous, but it's not necessarily for the younger people, but there's lots of other up-and-coming bands in Liverpool, and I think that's an important way we can join up together, because you can share your music and I can share ours, and that's really good. We have the oldest Chinese population in Liverpool, and we've got a vibrant Chinatown. We celebrate all the good things about Chinese life, and our Chinese New Year celebrations, they're not as good as yours, but they're okay.
Chengdu, I think, has its own sort of specific heritage, culture, a lot based around the pandas, such as we have here. But it feels quite a green city, and the gateway to the west. And then we had an XR presentation where we all put on the goggles and walked into each other. I think it's really interesting, and it's great to see so many animation companies working together in the same building and being able to share ideas, resources. What also is interesting is how their ideas come out of the screen and we start to see it in the urban spaces of the city.
In recent years, Chengdu's cultural and creative industries have seen rapid development, becoming a key pillar of the city's economic growth. This momentum has attracted international partners. How do they envision deepening their cooperation with Chengdu in the future?
Our universities are going to be key. I know that Chengdu has a number of universities. South Yorkshire has 2 universities, world-class universities, and therefore building on those partnerships to make sure that our universities are working closely together to develop solutions to the challenges that we share in common, in particular around the environment, around health, and around engineering. There are huge opportunities.
Culture is so important to both of our regions. Not only is it a language that we all speak, it connects us. So I really want to reach out to Chengdu and use culture as that connection. We have so many opportunities in the East Midlands to invest and to help us to grow, and we want to exchange that culture so that you can learn from us and we can learn from you.
So I think for me there is a number of areas that I think we can deepen our collaboration. At the moment we have direct flights to Hong Kong, to Shanghai, and also to Beijing. And hopefully, through ongoing collaboration, we can continue to develop those direct routes right into the heart of the Northwest at Manchester Airport. In my city of Salford, we're actually in the process of establishing a Chinese streamside garden. So I think in terms of our endeavours around green infrastructure, tackling the climate change, net zero, there are huge opportunities, including the importance of placemaking. I think we can learn much from Chengdu.